In the 1870s, the medical world was divided. Louis Pasteur, a chemist, had proven that microbes cause beer to sour and silkworms to die. He suspected the same was true for humans. Meanwhile, Robert Koch, a country doctor, was using a new tool, the camera, to photograph the invisible. Their personal and national rivalry, fueled by the Franco-Prussian War, turned the search for bacteria into a race for glory. This wasn't just science, it was a battle for the soul of medicine. Before Pasteur, people believed in spontaneous generation, the idea that life just appeared from non-living matter, like maggots appearing on meat. Pasteur used a swan neck flask to prove that if you boiled a liquid and kept the dust out, it would never spoil. He proved that life only comes from life. This gave us pasteurization, the process of using heat to kill the invisible hitchhikers in our food and drink. He showed the world that we were swimming in a sea of microscopic killers. While Pasteur was the visionary, Robert Koch was the detective. He realized that to prove a specific germ caused a specific disease, you needed a smoking gun. He developed Koch's postulates, a four-step scientific rigor to isolate, grow, and re-inject a microbe to prove its guilt. In 1882, he stunned the world by identifying the tubercle bacillus, the cause of tuberculosis, TB, the white plague that was killing 1 in 7 people globally. He turned medicine from an art of guesswork into a science of identification. The rivalry pushed both men to extremes. Pasteur moved on to create a vaccine for rabies, testing it on a young boy in a desperate, heroic gamble. Koch traveled to Egypt and India to track the source of cholera. Because of their work, the world finally accepted germ theory. We stopped blaming vapors and started targeting pathogens. This led to the realization that hospitals, the places where people went to get well, were actually the primary breeding grounds for cross-contamination. How did the acceptance of germ theory affect the human lifespan? The hygiene revolution. Once we knew germs were real, everything changed. Doctors began boiling their instruments. We stopped spitting in public. We started chlorinating water. The curable era, tuberculosis, once a slow death sentence, became something we could identify and eventually treat. The work of Pasteur and Koch triggered a great acceleration in life expectancy. In 1850, the average European lived to be 40. By 1950, that number had jumped to 65. The invisible world had been conquered, and the human lifespan was the primary beneficiary.